Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida's offense will have the first possession of the game. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. The players have known each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other, Reese. 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench-clearing brawls in the middle of the field before opening kickoff. This game just feels different.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around, but I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators. Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes. He is smashing people. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Snags it over the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Whoa, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. And the Gators decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Croman Hope. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That Gators ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Gators in the hurry up. Keep it on the ground. Just ran over it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Off play action on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Touch pass on the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looking to throw for it. And they got him for the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On second down, looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Gators are in the hurry up. Wide out in motion. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Gator! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, the running back has it. And he could not get loose on the run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida!
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now There, let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down, and the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball in stride.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw, it's Sims. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I like the call. You're so close to midfield. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Do you like that they kept it on the ground and not just because it was successful?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches tend to overthink it. And I just think you keep it on the ground, keep it simple, something you've been running since day one, and you know in short yardage situations, you do really well.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Plows through the defense. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Direct snap. Touchdown Gators! And the beatdown has ensued. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Florida! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quick completion on the out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give as they work on that clock. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Dances away from the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to...
First down.
Be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Wide open downfield. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Right on target this time. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles are in the red zone. He'll just keep slinging it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. They fake it, and he's on the run. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. No matter how much college football changes,